Manga spoilers ahead, obviously. On the 5th of May 2019, I released a Mother's Basement knockoff titled What's in an OP? Attack on Titan, Evolution Requires Revolution, where I analysed the 5th opening of Shingeki No Kyojin and how the lyrics, music, and visuals all conveyed the theme of looking to your past to determine how you will evolve, to word it differently, how you learn from your past. And in keeping with that theme, Jesus Christ, that is a thumbnail. Over a year later, the final season for Shingeki no Kyojin has finally begun. The Marley and the War for Paradise arcs will be animated. The shift in setting and power balance certainly separates the final season from the previous three, and it shows in the new opening, My War. It is far different than anything we received during the Witch Studio era, and I could not be happier. So, let's break down why. If I could describe this opening in one word, it would be chilling, which is funny considering how the conflict in this season is between humans rather than against giant, people-devouring monsters. The opening connotes madness. The concept of morality is completely abandoned at this point. Nothing is sacred anymore. The opening lyrics preach about life and justice as we see various quick-paced cuts of explosions on a battlefield and a flamethrower. The lyrics accompanying this editing of acts of war is pretty self-explanatory. The last image we see before the first verse are birds falling from the sky, mirroring the shot of Titans falling later in the opening and in the first episode. Eldians sent to their deaths, losing the freedom that birds have always represented within the show. From episode 1's ducks flying over the wall to the Survey Corps' wings of freedom. Mixed with these quick cuts are shots of what seem to be a Titan forming. Now, while Mappa promised that there will be no spoilers in this opening, they stretched the truth. What we see here is the formation of a rib cage, the body of Eren Yeager's founding Titan. Let's start a new life from the darkness until the light reveals the end. This encapsulates Eren's philosophy. Why are we still here? To keep fighting through the horrific world they have been thrown into until they reach their freedom. He thought he could do so by going outside of the walls and slaughtering the Titans, but now he's learned just how far away the end truly is. Angels playing disguised with devils' faces is probably the most important line in the opening, because it is the perfect explanation of what war is. People doing what they view as just, and thus being hated by the rest of the world. The Marlians bear hatred for their former oppressors, the monsters that could devour all of them, lest they keep them in their place. And on the other side of the coin, we have Eren Yeager, the symbol of the revolution for not just the Yeagerist faction, but also for Eldia itself. This war is a war of consequentialism, that while the actions people take may be that of devils, it's all for just intentions. To all subjects of Ymir, my name is Eren Yeager. Destruction, regeneration, you are the real enemy. Chapter 122 in a nutshell, my favorite chapter, from you 2,000 years ago. Eren has been devoured, beaten, delimbed, recircumcised, and yet he just keeps moving forward. The destruction meant nothing to the dream. He would just regenerate and continue fighting, becoming the origin of the Attack Titan's desire for freedom. And in doing so, he became the true enemy of the rest of humanity. Ymir Fritz made a deal with the devil of all Earth. That was a lie, anti-Eldian propaganda. But it did come true. Ymir met the devil, Eren Yeager, the monster willing to cast aside everything for freedom. From the day he was born, he was free.
無残な死に方をするかもしれないのに、どうしてエレンは外の世界に行きたいと思ったの？どうしてだって。そんなの決まってんだろ。俺がこの世に生まれたからだ。
This is followed by shots of corpses reaching out their hands to the sky above as the ashen rain of the battle falls down on them. Now, they could be Eldians praying for their savior, for the devil, or it could be the rest of the world begging for mercy from the devil that they created. My war. Eren has made it his. Only he can liberate his people and end the cycle of hatred. The final shot is very reminiscent of the ending of Shin Godzilla, and it shows us what those hands were reaching out to. Titans looming above, and the attack titan in front. The rumbling. All titans shall trample all earth outside the titan underfoot, until all life existing there has been exterminated from this world. The shot cuts closer and closer to the attack titan, as we hear the choir proclaim, "Monster, monster, monster, monster."
ミカサやアルミ、みんなを救いたいなら使命を全うしろ。ミカサ、アルミ、誰のことだ。さあ、わからない。誰の記憶だろう。